This is Gray Man Media content.
Marker.
The capital is buzzing with excitement as the city prepares for the holiday season. But amidst this festive atmosphere in Tokyo, Japan, in 1968, a group of daring criminals hatch a plan that will forever change crime as we know it. Today, on Wolf Takes a Bite, we're talking about the 300 million yen robbery.
Also, I had a killer workout yesterday. Go on. Learn how to mute it.
Turning it off.
John's Googling.
John has a curious mind. What is he doing? John is always Googling.
Welcome back to another episode of Wolf Takes a Bite. I'm fresh off the Google train.
You can't do that.
Why?
Because the music fades into the intro.
Yeah, well, today I'm doing that. Do it again.
John has a curious mind. What is he doing? John is always Googling.
Welcome back to Wolf Takes a Bite. Wolf Talks. I'm John Wolf with my co-host Devin Gray.
I hate what's going on here, but I'm going to continue to let it happen.
Thank you. You don't have a choice.
You didn't have a follow-up to
You
that
didn't have a
either.
choice. No. That's my follow-up. You don't have a choice. I'm fresh off the Google train, and today we're going to be talking about a robbery, because I love heists.
Is it a heist or a robbery?
It's the same. What's the difference?
I feel like a robbery is like you fucking break into somebody's house and grab a bunch of shit real quick, and a heist is like you got to have the driver, you got to have the wheelman, you got to have the baby driver, you got to have the driver and the wheelman, and then you got to have the muscle, and then you got to have the guy who's really big and strong, and then you got to have the guy who has the guns. You know.
See, great. That's all of it in one person.
Yeah, but so he took months to plan the thing.
It's very clever. Let's talk about it.
Okay, let me know.
So it's December 10th. Getting kind of chilly.
Today is not. No.
No, in the story.
Oh, in the story. Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Oh, boy. We'll drag this hot boy out, are we? So, it's December 10th, 1968. It's the 60s, man. Even worse, it's the 60s in Japan.
Yep. Just 20 short years after just devastation.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, Japan is on the rise. Samsung and other big companies have already started to make a huge comeback. Not to mention the fact that the companies themselves in Japan are making so much money that their company bonuses for their employees are racking up to be well over $3.5 million.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yes.
You're welcome.
As companies like Sony, Nintendo, and all of them really took their rise.
They have us to thank for that.
Stop.
No, I'm so serious because we felt bad. We gave them economic favor, and their economy exploded after World War II. I'm not kidding.
Well, they're doing
Google
great.
Google it.
So I did.
John has a curious
We're going to run that button into the ground, aren't we?
doing? John is always Googling.
Yeah, so am I doing the right amount of vamping? I don't know how much material you actually have.
Well, I'm trying to get through the first opening sentence, so maybe a little much.
Okay, dial it back.
Yeah. Let me at least get through a paragraph here.
Okay, and then I'll fuck around.
Yeah. Lay in the story.
Yeah.
The story. It's December 10th, 1968, Tokyo, Japan. Companies are doing great. People are getting
3.5 million,
bonuses.
Motherfuckers are making money.
Everybody's doing great. Except, well, maybe this one guy. Well, the capital is abuzz with excitement as the city is preparing for their new holiday season. But amidst this festive atmosphere, a group of daring criminals, nay, maybe just one, hatches a plan that will forever be etched into the crime of the century in Japan's history.
In Japan's history.
Probably the largest robbery in Japan, at least to that date. Now, the story begins at the... Now, I'm going to butcher everything.
No, you're going to nail it. If there's anything I'm sure of, it's that you're about to nail the pronunciation of everything.
I don't speak Japanese. Even worse, this is Japanese translated to English, which still doesn't make sense.
I can't wait.
Great. So the story begins at the Hibiya branch
That's exactly how you pronounce
of
it.
the Nihon
It's getting better.
Shintaku Ginyoko Bank. Man, I hope I nailed that. And somebody's like, oh my God, he got it right. And then you're like, fuck, he got it right.
Yeah, if that happened, comment down below.
Yeah. Where 300 million yen, the equivalent to roughly 2.5 billion, and actually in today's date, 3.5 million dollars at the time, is waiting to be transferred to other bank branches to pay out this large sum of bonuses for the Christmas season to these large tech companies and their employees. They decided they were doing so well that they deserved more than a $25 gift card to Starbucks.
Who probably wasn't even in Japan at the time.
Yeah, they were. Starbucks is everywhere.
What year?
68. In any case, this was a very significant sum, and the bank took extreme precautions to safeguard it. Little did they know that a well-organized criminal gang known as the Jackal Group had been meticulously plotting this audacious heist for months. Their leader, a mastermind known only as the Wolf.
Oh my fucking God. No way. I don't believe this. This is...
was renowned for his meticulous planning and flawless execution.
No way. That's crazy.
On that fateful morning, the gang struck with surgical precision. A young man in the uniform of a motorcycle police officer blocked the path of the armored car, a mere 200 meters from its destination. In a street next to Tokyo Fukio Prison, which it looks like it says fuck you prison, but
No, you nailed it.
Fukio Prison, the bogus police officer informed the bank employees that their bank branch manager's house had been destroyed by a bomb, and that a warning had been received that an explosive device had been planted in their car,
Whoa!
and they must immediately evacuate.
Whoa!
After 4 employees exited the vehicle, the police officer crawled under the car for a moment. 3 minutes later, he rolled out, shouting that the car was about to explode and there was a bomb.
Whoa!
Smoke started billowing out from underneath of the vehicle, and all the employees took cover and hid. The police officer at the moment said, "I'm going to save you guys," jumped in the car and drove away.
Whoa! Did it explode?
The police officer got in the car, drove away, leaving behind a crime scene that will baffle investigators for years to come. The car never exploded. The bank employees were in shock, thinking about this brave Tokyo officer saving them from danger, realizing only that the smoke billowing out of underneath the car, well after it's gone, was now an extinguishing road flare.
Oh, man. And the money was in the car, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the transport vehicle. Oh my God. This brilliant and meticulous plan.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can't lie. That's out of a fucking movie right there.
This is before those really good movies,
Yeah,
so this guy was already ahead of the curve.
Yeah, because everybody knows film before like 1960, just garbage. Yeah. Oh, I have something to show you. I couldn't have planned this any better. Did you know that their first international store was in Japan and it was in 1996? So about 40 years later.
All right, whatever the equivalent to 68 Starbucks
It's
was.
probably some kind of like green tea place. They're big on tea over there. Well, that's what I was talking about. Yeah. Cut that. No. Keep it.
So yeah, okay. Now that we know exactly what happened, Devin,
That's the episode. I
That's
mean,
it.
what else could there possibly be?
maybe an investigation.
That was my surprise Pikachu face. Did they find them?
Well, let's try to format this where we didn't like blow our load too early.
We don't need to do parts
I know.
because your drive
I'm
works.
still trying to. Okay,
I just meant like you didn't need to stress about it. You know what I mean?
so I did write a pause right now. So after I finish that first paragraph, we can talk about it. So now we're gonna talk about it.
Oh, did we not vamp enough with the fucking 1996 Starbucks fiasco and then talking about how fucking Indonesia and China have children workers and blah de this and blah de that?
Cut that. All right, now the investigation.
If you don't do something with that, I'm
Oh, I
gonna be
will.
so
that was
mad.
my notes to actually do that.
Yeah, but don't add sound effects. Just do whatever you're gonna do and use your voice as the sound effects.
Okay,
Yeah, that'd be great.
that's funny. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a change.
Tell us more.
Monster Energy drink for when your allergies make you want to commit suicide.
Whoa, you can't say that. No. Instead of saying suicide, just from now on, whenever you talk about wanting to kill yourself, just say, I'm gonna reroll.
Nat 20. All right.
Oh, that'd be sick. You just come out. You come out as a rich white man with a credit score of 750 and a 8-inch fucking hog on you.
I would ruin all of those things within the first 4 years. Credit score 0. Hog 0. White fucking destroyed. Credibility gone. Money even worse. Anyway, that was funny. The investigation.
I would ruin all those within 4 years.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave that in. So, now these bank employees, Devin, from their perspective, a lot was happening really quickly. A man rode up on a motorcycle, looked like a police officer, had all the right shit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, at least they thought he did.
They also thought they were going to fucking die because there was a bomb.
Yeah, but if a random guy comes up to me on a motorcycle, I'm not gonna listen to him.
If there's smoke billowing out of your car,
That wasn't until after he went under the car. How sus is that?
yeah, that's pretty sus.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
You probably wouldn't just let somebody under your car.
I mean, ideally, no.
Yeah, ideally.
So they believed he was a police officer, and not only this crime, let me just go ahead and preface it. This crime was, even though well thought out, the worst crime in history. He left behind well over like a couple thousand pieces of physical evidence because of the sloppiness of this case.
Okay.
He left behind blood.
Wow.
He left behind items and vehicles and other things. Everything can be basically traced back somehow. And that's why we're going to get to this investigation, because this investigation still wasn't solved for a long ass time. Technically not even solved.
Wow, just blow your load off.
Maybe. I don't know yet. We'll find out, right? So here's the deal. I do know, and I can tell you, that this investigation cost more than the robbery itself.
So over 300 million.
Yeah.
Wow, they're just dumping money.
They were trying to solve it, but they spent more money in manpower, time, and hours to do all of that.
You should just leave that in. That's filthy.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't need to be fucking crazy today.
Is that a good amount?
Yeah. just like a shot. That's not a hard thing to do, right? Wonderful.
I'm just trying to take care of my cast.
I'm trying not to make that a habit.
What do you mean?
Drinking.
What? What are you saying right now? Okay, go. What time is it?
10:30.
Oh shit! Nice. You got the other? You got the next one prepared?
No, but if you give me a little bit on time, I can.
Good. Just go. We'll figure it out.
So the bank employees.
Yeah. The employees of the bank.
Yeah.
Those
From
four.
their perspective, can you imagine being basically rushed up on by a supposed police officer, full garb, at least what you think, because now your adrenaline's pumping, your eyes are a bit blurry, you're just taking directions.
Oh, and everybody knows witness testimony is garbage.
Usually.
Yeah.
Right. So, they accepted his story about the bomb, threatening he even mentioned this too. I almost forgot. He even had papers saying that these are the physical threatening letters that us, the police, have received to your bank manager before his house was blown up and he was killed this morning, as evidence to get them out of the car.
Whoa.
Like he full 9 yards. And at some point beforehand, he also made all of his costume and took a regular Kawasaki bike, painted it white. So it wasn't even looking like an actual police bike, but just everything in a blur looked like it. The bike was stolen and he repainted it white, like cop bikes. And then he had a megaphone, because that was very big for Tokyo police at the time.
Sure.
They always carried a megaphone. He stole that from a construction site and put stickers on it to make it look like a police megaphone. He also had a radio, but he took out news article clippings to make it look like the lines. He had a fake radio.
Gotcha.
The amount of things that he did.
It seems like he probably could have just bought a radio.
No. Why? He made all this. He basically walked up to somebody's car in cardboard and just like, I'm a cop. You got a bomb under there, and I'm gonna save you today.
You gotta believe me, man.
You gotta believe me. Here's the letters. Empty envelope. Here's the letters.
What is this accent that you're doing? It's not even close.
I don't want to go the other way, Devin.
Well, you have no problem making fun of every other culture, and then we get to Japan, and you're like, "Ooh, not too touchy."
Yeah, I respect them. Probably my favorite culture.
Stop saying things. Stop saying things. You cut that and then put Nazis before that, and you're fucked. You see what I'm saying? You got to be careful, man.
Also, the Nazis had a lot going on.
Maybe I should have done this episode.
So what accent would you prefer me to use, sir?
I'd probably yours. That's probably what I would
That's
go
never
with.
going to happen. Wonderful. So for their perspective, guy gloves up. Dying. This is that time of year for me. It's that point in the season, folks, where John can't breathe.
Take 6.
I don't know where I was.
The guy walked up in cardboard.
And here's my letter of disapproval.
The guy basically walked up in cardboard, Devin, and was just like, hey, I'm a cop. Here you go.
Yeah, in cardboard.
I have letters.
I got a radio. Believe me.
There's a bomb under your car. Megaphone, I stole it. That's what the case of this is.
Okay.
Okay. Now, the smoke and the flames turned out to be a result of a warning flare that he ignited while under the car looking for the bomb. And at some point, the thief abandoned the bank's car and transferred the metal boxes to another car that was stolen beforehand as well.
Sure.
Stolen bike, stolen bank car,
Yeah.
third stolen car.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. How you do it.
However, that car was also abandoned, and then the boxes transferred again to yet another previously stolen vehicle.
My man's on it.
Dude, I mean, if it was a cyber crime, it'd be untraceable.
Well, it sounds like he left a lot of shit around.
I mean, he left a lot of abandoned vehicles, which again is a part of the thousands of pieces of evidence that go into this insanity. All right, thousands probably me just exaggerating. It's actually 120 pieces.
No way.
It's 120 exact pieces of evidence.
I would have never guessed.
Oh, really? Oh, really? But the fact that I was in the number, there was a 1, it's okay.
For sure.
There's 120 pieces of evidence left at the scene, including the police motorcycle, which had just been painted white. However, the evidence was primarily common, everyday items, scattered on purpose, possibly to confuse the investigation. Another level of intelligence to this criminal mastermind.
Dude, you kind of made fun of him earlier. I think this guy's got it.
I mean, it's silly what he did, but when you think of it from like, I'm trying to solve a crime,
yeah,
it's like a 5-year-old just grabbed a bunch of shit and said, I'm a cop.
Yeah, he came up and like he was basically wearing a box.
Yeah, a cardboard uniform.
Yeah.
Ripped out. He probably changed clothes 13 times throughout this whole thing.
I would imagine, yeah.
And ripped off a face mask, got plastic surgery. I don't know.
Yeah, you guys ever seen Mission Impossible? He had one of those.
Exactly. I want one of those.
Yeah.
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 But it's got to go to like a nice black and white tux.
You understand it's like a few thousands of dollars.
I know.
To get like that level of mask, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
I mean, people spend about $4,000 on mermaid tails on average.
Yeah, but then they turn around and they sell themselves as mermaids. You're not going to be able to sell yourself.
Unless your mask has another mask. And now you can become another person.
Oh, so you just don't want to breathe. That's what you're telling me.
I already don't.
Yeah.
I need an oxygen tank right now.
I heard that cough and I was like, well, maybe he can do it.
Speaking of mask, I mean, a lot of people wear masks. Government people, maybe. Lizard people. Who do you think invented them?
Aren't the lizard people Aren't the lizard people shapeshifters? Isn't that their...
No.
Oh, I thought
they have masks that make them look human.
I thought they were shapeshifters, and that's how they did that.
No, they're lizards. Mm-hmm. So, all the evidence to this crime kind of pointed towards roughly 1,000 possibles. Mm-hmm. They thought anywhere between 500 and 1,000 potential suspects could match this case. This is why so much money went into figuring out who it was, because their evidence was so scattered. They were following every single piece and trail at the same time,
right?
Without any consensus. This is the worst detective planning I've ever seen. One of these suspects, a 19-year-old man, the son of a police officer, was suspected just after the robbery.
Well, that explains how he got the uniform.
I mean, that would. But he died of potassium cyanide poisoning.
Whoa.
On the 15th. 5 days after the robbery. He had no alibi. Mm-hmm. However, the money was not found at the time of his death. His death was deemed a suicide, and it was considered not guilty according to the official record. Keeping in mind, if you don't know anything about the Japanese legal system, which I do.
Of course you do.
Of course I do. It's actually very strict.
Yeah, it actually is.
Yeah. Like death penalty is common. Hanging still.
I don't think so, but.
Yeah. No, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Google it. Especially in 1968.
John has a curious mind. What is he doing? John is always Googling.
By the way, are we at the halfway mark?
Yeah. About ready to be.
Okay, I was just making sure. We're at a half hour.
Yeah, we fucked around for a bit. Probably cutting about 5 minutes of that. And this.
I can't believe you're right.
Oh, am I? How interesting.
Well, let's go back one Google search and we'll see how wrong you were. All right, calm down.
So, like I said, Japan has the death penalty. Specifically, favorite form is hangings. Speaking of hangings,
hang in there while we give you these ads.
that's the take. No! Okay, for sure. I gotta take a break. Makeup, lights, thank you. Hey guys, while I'm taking a quick break during this shoot here, I want you to know I appreciate all your support in watching and listening to this crazy show that I've done for the last 2.5 years. But it's only possible through your support. Your views and listens, your reviews, your stars, all of that stuff matters. So please keep doing that. And if you haven't, do it now. Go ahead and rate this video. So one of the largest things that I can say that helps me out is our affiliate links, like Amazon. We right now got an affiliate link for this show to sponsor something that is really a true thing to my heart. Monster Energy drink. It's the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. Let me tell you, if you want a good deal on it and you drink as much as I do, you're gonna need this. Go to the Amazon affiliate link below and you can get a 24-pack of it for today for the best deal I've found anywhere. So go ahead and get that link. And when you're done with that, you should go to greenmanmediaco.com. Pick up one of these sick coffee mugs. Nobody knows what you have in it. You should definitely fill it with Monster Energy drink or whatever else tickles your fancy. And you can pick up a t-shirt too. Why not, right? That kind of stuff helps us out all the time. And speaking of helping us out, I could not have done this show without Transistor FM. They by far are the best affiliate podcast hoster anywhere, and we've tried a bunch. So make sure you go ahead and use that link below too. You can find it all below. It's all below, just below. But you know what is not below? Our averages, because this show is awesome. Thank you for your support. Wow, what a wealth of information. Now let's get back to figuring out where this money went.
That was actually pretty good.
The list of suspects included 110,000 names. And 170,000 policemen participated in the investigation. Bankroll.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, it was a bank, so.
But like I said, the amount of money needed for all that,
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, but you don't fuck with the banks, bro.
Well, somebody did and got away with it. This was the largest investigation in Japanese history. This includes an examination of fingerprints gathered from the scene and a comparison of them to those 110,000 names. 6 million fingerprints on file were compared individually by hand. However, no matches were found.
Right, because they didn't have advanced, like, algorithmic systems.
Right,
to, like,
it was old school.
Yeah.
I'm going to line this line. I'm going to line this line. Does that line up? No. Oh, is it upside down? Oops.
Nice.
A 26-year-old man was suspected by the detectives.
What was that smile you just did right there? What was that?
I can't say that word. Manichi Shimbun?
Yep, nailed it.
Yeah, no. He was arrested on an unrelated charge, but he also had an alibi. The robbery occurred on the day he was taking a proctored examination. He's getting his ass checked.
Yeah, that's how I gathered that, yeah.
Yeah. And the rest was made based on false pretenses. The arresting officer, Mitsuyo
Nailed it.
Moto. Yeah, there it is.
Mitsubishi.
Mitsuyo. Wow, that was racist, Devin. Was accused of abuse of power.
Uh-huh.
The arresting officer did. Now, just to say, if your alibi for anal examination doesn't pan out,
Yeah.
you're going down, son.
Yeah, but that's not what a proctor exam is.
I know.
Yeah, okay, all right.
He was taking a test.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had somebody watching him.
Well, that's what proctor means, yeah.
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 So that's a good alibi.
Yeah.
You literally have someone who can vouch for you.
What if they were in on it?
Well, you could say that about anybody's alibi.
That's why we have 110,000 names. How far does this tree go, man? Anyway, He was a friend of the 19-year-old suspect, however, which is a good link why he was a suspect. A friend of the 19-year-old suspect was arrested on an unrelated charge on November 15th, 1975, just before the statute of limitations on the case had reached its limit. He had a large amount of money and was suspected of the robbery. He was 18 years old when the robbery occurred, and the police asked him for an explanation for the large amount of money. But he did not say anything, as is his right, I think, at least in America. And they were not able to prove that his money had come from the robbery or any unreliable source. That's basically the sum of the investigation. There's no real answer. There's no real suspect that's been laid out.
He got away with it.
Got away with it.
Goddamn.
It wasn't until about 65 years later that a man came forward, close to his deathbed, and police started really looking into him, maybe opening up the case again, because he said that he and several members of a gang, which were the, I can't remember the name. It's not the Yakuza, but they were another popular gang in Japan at the time. And he laid out the details of that robbery and said that he was involved. But then his wife later corrected everything and said he's a habitual liar.
Nice.
That was
She wanted to keep the money.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, got him.
He was like, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to fucking ruin your whole life. And she was like, no, fuck you, bitch. Die, old man. I'm keeping your money.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's
It was
probably-
actually exactly like that.
That's
yeah.
probably exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
That's just me theorizing, which obviously is why I solve cases on a daily basis.
Yeah. We just
Crack the
make
case.
shit up. And then
And it's
we
true.
solve. Yeah. And it's true.
Because it's true. We make it up because we're smart and it's true. We just don't have any evidence to back it up.
We just make shit up. And it's true.
It's usually how it works.
Yeah.
Like I made that up and it's true.
I can't believe we made it almost 100 episodes. And
We're over.
No, we're not.
Oh,
No. I counted last night.
okay.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
What was I saying?
Can't believe we made it.
Oh, we made it almost 100 episodes, and and we've never said something like that before.
Interesting. New T-shirt.
Maybe. I don't really have anything to add.
Okay.
I think it's impressive. I think it's dope that he got away with it. Fuck the banks. Fuck the system. Get your money.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do out there.
Yeah, bro. Get that shit. Unless you were like part of a gang, and then it's like, I don't know. But if it was one single dude and it was like, he needed the money or whatever, then yeah. Get away with that shit, bro.
Well, this got actually a lot of pop cultural references to it, believe it or not. Even though I feel like this is the first year I've heard about this, but I was very intrigued by this case. After a 7-year investigation, police announced in 1975 that the statue. I was drinking bourbon. Hold on. After a 7-year investigation, police announced in 1975 that the statute of limitations on the crime had passed. And as of 1988, the thief had also been relieved of any civil liabilities, allowing him to tell his story without fear of legal repercussions.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a weird thing, isn't
The
it?
statute of limitation just nuts.
Man, if you get away with it long enough, your debt is erased.
Yeah. That's such an incentive to like try crime.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then it's like, look, you gotta lay low, but it's just for the next 30 years. But don't worry, you're gonna have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Bro, worth. What's the other option? The other option is you go to work for 30 years and then you might have a little bit of money at retirement. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, try crime, bro.
Yeah, let's try robbing banks.
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
You could probably get away with it in the year 2023.
If I do it now when I'm 65, I'll have a great retirement.
If you do it now, you will get caught.
I'll have a great retirement.
There is you are on camera saying this shit, and I'm gonna snitch.
You're a terrible friend.
If you don't tell me any details, I won't have any details to snitch on. But if somebody asks me, I'm gonna tell the truth.
Fingerprint specialist Yuhei Toshiyakamoto
Nailed it.
actually did attempted to solve this case and yet another robbery as well. The heist sent shockwaves throughout Japan, capturing the nation's attention and sparking massive manhunts. The Wolf and his gang, however, seemed to have vanished without a trace. Their operation was so meticulously planned that they left behind no discernible leads or real evidence, leaving investigators grasping at straws. I know, you took it down. Ta-da! Grasping at straws. I'm not cleaning that up.
I did it, so that's fine.
Years passed and the case grew colder, but the legend of the 300 million yen robbery persisted. The Wolf and his gang became the stuff of criminal folklore and the symbol of cunning and audacity that fascinated true crime enthusiasts around the world. But just when it seemed like the case would remain forever closed, a breakthrough emerged. Decades after the heist, a retired police detective claimed to have uncovered new evidence that could crack this case wide open. Maybe next time we'll talk about that.
Oh, you stupid son of a bitch. Of course. Of course.
Maybe in an upcoming episode, we'll explore the intricate details of this robbery, examining the heist itself and an intense investigation that follows. The Wolf and his gang discuss the potential motives behind their audacious act, and we might even have them on the show.
We won't.
You're right, none of that is true. We're also not going to do a second episode. There is no end to this.
Unless
they come forward.
You really, really want it, in which case we'll do it. But you have to comment.
So that was a 300 million yen robbery.
Wow, I learned so much.
Actually, it's pretty crazy.
No, he got away with it. That's sick. I like that.
Yeah.
Big fan.
This guy's also been kind of called the DB Cooper of Japan.
I was literally thinking, like, the parallels of this. Like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat.
Yeah.
It's almost like close to the same amount, too.
DB Cooper.
DB Cooper. DB Cooper. I love that we know each other on camera like that.
Well, it was a bit for that entire season.
Yeah, I'm DB Cooper.
I'm DB Cooper.
Still funny.
It is.
Anyway, so the audacity of this cunning display by thieves and perplexing nature of the evidence left behind and the multiple suspects who were considered and ultimately eluded justice. All of these elements contribute to one enduring mystery that surrounds this 300 million yen robbery. Thank you for watching Wolf Takes a Bite. I am your host, John Wolf. Don't forget to join us next week as we talk about elves.
Yo.
Elves, baby.
Are you a dark or a light elf?
Like Legolas.
Like Legless?
Like Legolas.
You're saying it wrong.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
No, it's Legolas.
It's not Legless.
Legolas.
Anyway, that's what we're doing next week.
The whole episode. Legolas?
Yeah.
Legoli.
Yeah, because he has 8 of them.
Yeah. That's Octo-Leggy. It's Octo-Legolas.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't forget to go to the website and check out our store where we have new merch. The Mummy shirt, the Mandala shirt, all from this season specifically. Enjoy those. Buy those. They won't last long. After the season, they will be gone. 100%. We're going to start taking stuff down. If you don't buy it, you're going to miss out. I mean, bare minimum, dog.
It'll be up until the next season starts.
Yeah, and then it's gone.
And then it's gone.
Yeah.
They are limited.
You're going to miss out.
That's the point of them.
Don't miss out. Because they're a completely one-time runs. So don't miss out.
See, what he's trying to do is create FOMO so that you go buy it.
But it's factual.
Yeah, no. It is true.
There's factual, you will miss out.
It is true, but also that's what you're trying to do.
Factually, you'll miss out.
Yeah.
If you don't. And they're really great designs. Yeah. Also, don't forget to go to our social media. Talk to us there. Leave comments. Put stuff on the boards. You can do that on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Where else?
TikTok. Go to my TikTok.
Yeah.
It's just my name. Just look up Wolf Takes a Bite anywhere on the internet.
That is your name. That's correct. Yeah.
Yes. Look it up anywhere on the internet. You'll find it. You can also look up Gray Man Media and Gray Man Media Gaming and look all that stuff up. But more specifically, if you go to the website, you'll have access to all of our shows, hyperlinks included, to find and fast access amazing information
You
and
could
digital
just
content.
Google Wolf Takes a Bite and you will find you will find us.
Like, share, and subscribe this video. Check the link below. Check the descriptions. And we'll see you every... What does it say?
A fiction and fiction podcast from Gray Man Media.
We didn't write that.
No, not at all. I don't even know what this is.
Who wrote this?
I've never.
What episode are they fielding right now?
Podcast RSS feed is not.
Save that. Anyway, we're gonna fix something or maybe sue somebody.
Look at this.
Question everything. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Look, it's got a profile of you on the thing.
Is there something you've been wanting to get your loved one? Just don't know really where to go? Well, if you go to grandmanmediaco.com, you can use our affiliate links through Amazon to get a special deal just for your loved one. All kinds of amazing things such as microphones, recording equipment, lights, and more. Go to grandmanmediaco.com and let us know what you would like to see on there. We might even make a special promo for you.